Hi guys, this is a story from Kelly. Kelly is a moderator on our wonderful World of Weirdness channel, and she's probably one of our biggest fans. She often would share our videos, her friends would come over to her house and she'd share our videos and stuff to them, and it's given us a lot of support, and we are really grateful for it. Anyway, this is, in her own words, a quick version of a story. So I hate to say the long version because it's quite a bit here, but anyway, I'm going to attempt to read it and share it, and let me know what you think. It's quite an interesting tale. So in Kelly's own words: me, my uncle and my son Dylan, he was just 5 years old at the time, were driving back from my father's one night, and it was the first snow of the year. We drove past the cemetery and there was a light layer of snow over everything. Dylan had never been to a cemetery, never asked what it was, and I just assumed he had no clue, and it was not something we ever talked about. But Dylan started crying and saying to me, "Mummy, I don't want to ever go there again when it snows. It's so cold and dark." I reached back, held his hand and told him he never was there before. He was just kind of whimpering the whole way home. So I sat him down and asked him when he thinks he was at the cemetery. And he said it wasn't that one. It was one far away, a long time ago. And Kelly says, "You guys know if we show too much emotion to something our kids say, they might not feel comfortable telling us." So I kept my face and voice neutral. He said that a long time ago he was a man. He was married and had 2 daughters. Since he was so little, he didn't understand races and stuff like that. And he said he was a brown man with long black hair, and everybody in his big family tribe wore paint on their faces and body, and that they had no cars. They rode on horses. He also said that a bunch of bad men had skin coloured like them. They came, killed almost all his family and friends. He went into detail about the houses they lived in, kind of food they ate, different parties where everyone ate good food, sang and danced around big fires, etc. He said the men took the clothes off his daughters and wife, recalled that he had to watch them being killed. Then they killed him. Dylan told me their names and ages. He said after he was killed, the rest of the tribe dug holes for him and the others that were killed. He said he was in a dark hole for a long time, and when it was snowed, it was so sad and lonely. Then he said he got to go up to heaven, and he was a baby angel, and there were lots of baby angels. He said he saw me and watched me, and that he saw that I was sad and crying a lot. At that time in my life, I was in an abusive relationship with Dylan's dad. He said he picked me to be his mummy, and then flew down to earth into my belly. He said he was warm and cozy in my tummy. Then one day, there wasn't any room in my tummy, and he started being squeezed, and then it was so bright. He said a scary man picked him up, wiped the water off him, and then Grandma was holding him. And then I was cuddling him, and he was so happy because he was safe for me and we were together. I went into labour, and the doctor delivering was a very big guy with a lot of crazy dark black hair. I never told him the night he was born. I was bleeding so bad that my blood clot disease almost killed me, and I couldn't even hold him, so my mother held him till I was able to. I remember he had such wide eyes and so rare for being a newborn. I'm sorry, I know I'm rambling now. I've been awake for over 52 hours and I think getting a bit slap happy. I haven't thought about all this in years. When I talked to Dylan a couple of summers ago, he still had all the details, and since he was 17, 18 years old and not a little boy anymore, he was able to put more of the details together and describe things better. He was so young when we drove past the cemetery and when this all happened, and didn't really know the significance of a lot of the details. Like he was now able to tell me he was a Native American, and it was a cold dark hole for what he think was a few hundred years back then. In Kelly's words again, I'll stop writing damn book, yeah. I just wanted to know what you guys think. Do you believe in reincarnation? And could it possibly be my son was able to recall a past life that he still remembered? Or a child's wild imagination? Somebody coincidentally matched up real events from birth. And there we have it. Let me know, guys, what you think. I am quite convinced that it's genuine. I don't think there's any doubt in my mind, but please, let us know what you think. Quite an amazing story. So until next time, I won't torture you anymore either. Bye for now.